love swimming in the pond behind my house. Well, I did, and then a family of 10 geese moved in. If there's anything that I know about geese, it's that they are absolutely disgusting. First, they left feathers all over the top of the water, and then the water started to reek with this horrific stench. So to deter them from coming back, I went out and purchased 12 geese decoys and floated them out on the pond. Then I went out to the garage and pulled out my old sound system. I set up speakers around the perimeter of the pond and synced them to play my favorite song of all time on repeat. I'm sure you all know this classy little tune by the Baja Men. It goes a little something like this. Who let the dogs out? Who? Do not laugh, it is my favorite song. Anyways, I left for work the next morning, satisfied that I'd stopped those geese in their tracks. When I got home, I noticed something very strange. I could have sworn that I was hearing classic rock coming from the backyard. I chalked it up to my general insanity and headed inside, where I was greeted with the deafening roar of an extended guitar solo. Every single speaker and device in my house was playing Lynyrd Skynyrd's Freebird at full volume. It was so loud. I just assured myself that someone had to be playing a trick on me and headed to my room to change. I had just pulled my swimsuit out of the drawer when something came crashing through the window. I ducked as millions of little pieces fell onto the floor. I looked at those little pieces and realized those were my broken decoys. I crawled out of my room and went to the back door. When I peered out, I could not believe my eyes. There were hundreds of geese on the pond, hundreds. You could not even see the water, and the worst part, they were throwing a party on my pond. On my pond! My pond! Mine! It was awful! One of them had even brought a turntable and had hijacked my speaker system to play Freebird on repeat, and the geese were absolutely loving it. They were even using reeds as air guitars. I could not take it anymore. I went outside and I screamed, "Don't you have anywhere else to go?" And then the music came to a screeching halt. All the geese turned and looked at me. From the corner of the pond, I heard a goose honk once. And in a split second, all the geese had pulled out guns from under their wings. We stared at each other for what seemed like an eternity before I finally said, I am so sorry. I am so sorry for interrupting this great gathering. I feel awful. I feel terrible. You guys, you know what? Y'all can just keep the pond. Just keep it. Y'all can have it. In fact, you can have my house too. Just take everything. If there's a couple acres, you're gonna love it. I threw them my car keys. Sorry, my house keys. I have an extra set, but I could have thrown them my car keys. And I went back to the garage, profusely apologizing the entire time. And then I got in the car and drove away. I guess I will be the one headed south this winter.